You think you just slept on it funny, don't you? Waking up with that subtle pins and needles feeling in your toes or fingers is incredibly easy to brush off when you've got a busy day ahead. Fact is, nearly 30% of adults over 50 experience some form of peripheral nerve tingling, often dismissing it as just getting older or having bad circulation. But that innocent little buzz is actually your nervous system's equivalent of a flashing check engine light. Ignoring it doesn't miraculously turn it off, it just silently burns out the engine. And what exactly happens when that biological engine finally gives out completely? Imagine holding your morning coffee and suddenly not feeling the heat of the mug, or worse, dropping it because your grip silently failed without warning. The absolute truth is, nerve damage operates on a terrifyingly quiet timeline, and by the time you feel real, persistent pain, you are already dangerously deep into the trap. We are going to walk through the exact 4 stages of ignoring this tingling, answering how serious this really is, and exactly when it becomes irreversible. If you've been shaking out your hands lately, you desperately need to hear this. But before you lose feeling entirely, let me ask you a question. Have you noticed the tingling creeping up further past your ankles or wrists recently? Today we are breaking down the exact timeline of nerve decay so you know exactly where you stand right now before it is too late. Make sure to like and subscribe if you want to protect your independence as you age. And listen, if you want one-on-one help figuring out your neuropathy right now, check out the link in the description for a free discovery call with me, Dr. Mauldin. Because what starts as a mild annoyance is actually a ticking clock. Let's look at the very first alarm bell. Stage 1. Why does your body lie to you? You know that feeling when your foot falls asleep after sitting cross-legged on the floor playing with the grandkids? Now imagine that happening while you are just sitting in your favorite recliner watching the evening news. During stage 1, your peripheral nerves are only losing about 10 to 15% of their function. Your brain compensates brilliantly, sending extra signals to bridge the gap, which is exactly why the tingling comes and goes. You feel perfectly normal most days, so you assume you are completely fine. But what is actually dying just beneath the surface of your skin? It is your myelin sheath, the protective coating around your delicate nerves slowly fraying like an old worn-out phone charger cable. According to neurological studies, early intervention at this specific stage can halt and even reverse the damage because the inner nerve fiber itself is still intact. But most folks our age just blame it on a tight pair of shoes, choosing to blindly push through the mild annoyance. You are gambling with the very electrical wires that tell your feet where the solid floor is. And if you lose that bet, the timeline aggressively accelerates into something much worse. Stage 2. Who is stealing your grip? Suddenly you are dropping your keys while trying to unlock the front door, and you have absolutely no idea why your hands betrayed you. Welcome to stage 2, where the intermittent buzzing transforms into a persistent, heavy numbness that flat out refuses to leave you alone. Medical data shows that peripheral neuropathy is the leading cause of foot ulcers and balance issues in older adults, and it always gains its foothold right here. The nerve signals are now delayed, like a bad internet connection making a video call freeze up. Your hands and feet are literally disconnecting from your brain. But wait until you see what replaces the numbness. You might find yourself constantly rubbing your hands together or soaking your feet in warm water, desperately trying to wake them up. At this terrifying point, up to 30% of the nerve endings in the affected area are functionally dead or actively dying. The real danger here isn't just the numbness, it is the profound loss of proprioception, which is your body's ability to sense its position in space. That is why you catch yourself stumbling on a perfectly flat sidewalk or struggling to button your favorite shirt. But this new clumsiness is just the calm before the storm. Stage 3. When did the floor turn to lava? You go to bed exhausted, but the exact moment the sheets touch your toes, it feels like thousands of microscopic fire ants are biting you. Stage 3 is where the numb sensation turns violently into sharp, burning electrical pain that ruins your sleep and drains your daily energy. Studies from pain management clinics reveal that chronic neuropathic pain drastically increases the risk of severe depression and anxiety in adults over 55. Your damaged nerves are now misfiring completely, sending emergency pain signals to your brain even when nothing is actually hurting you. And do you know the worst part about this agonizing fire? The standard pain medications they usually hand you at this stage don't actually fix the broken wires, they just temporarily muffle the screaming. You are taking pills that make you drowsy, dizzy, and disconnected, while the underlying nerve death continues marching mercilessly up your legs and arms. I have heard countless stories of vibrant people giving up their daily evening walks or entirely avoiding the stairs because the shooting pain is just too unpredictable. You are actively losing your freedom, your cherished hobbies, and your peace of mind. But if you think living with the pain is the final nightmare, you are tragically mistaken. The real tragedy of stage 3 is the cruel false hope it sometimes gives you when the pain randomly subsides for a few days. You think maybe, just maybe, it is finally healing on its own, so you cancel that doctor's appointment you finally built up the courage to make. Medical statistics show that falls are the leading cause of fatal and non-fatal injuries for older Americans, and severe neuropathy literally doubles that risk. Every single time you stand up, you are playing Russian roulette with your balance, and that silent drop in pain, it is the ultimate trap leading straight to the end. Stage 4. What happens when the screaming stops? One morning you wake up and the burning pain is completely gone, leaving a heavy, dead silence in your feet and hands. You might feel a massive wave of relief, thinking the worst is over and your body finally fought off whatever was causing the issue. But this is stage 4, the absolute point of no return, where the nerve is entirely dead and cannot send any signals at all, not even pain. Neurologists confirm that once a nerve reaches this level of complete sensory loss, the damage is typically irreversible, leaving you permanently numb. And a numb foot is a terrifying liability you can't afford. Without the crucial ability to feel pain, you could step on a piece of glass in the kitchen or develop a massive blister from your shoe and never even know it. This is exactly how minor everyday scrapes turn into catastrophic infections that lead straight to the surgeon's table for amputation. Over 60% of non-traumatic lower limb amputations occur in people with severe peripheral neuropathy who ignored the early signs. You tragically traded a warning siren for a silent killer, all because you kept waiting for it to just go away on its own. So how do you stop this timeline right in its tracks? You absolutely have to attack the root cause while those nerves are still screaming at you, because feeling pain means they are still alive. This isn't just about managing painful symptoms, it is about restoring blood flow, reducing inflammation, and giving the myelin sheath the vital nutrients it desperately needs to rebuild. Think about the feeling of gripping your steering wheel with total confidence, or walking barefoot on the beach with your family without fearing a hidden shell. You can absolutely get that security back, but the window of opportunity closes a little more every single day. Are you going to let it slam shut? The only way out of the trap. Ignoring the tingling in your extremities is exactly like ignoring black smoke rolling out from under your bedroom door. Don't wait until the fire is completely out of control to start desperately looking for the fire extinguisher. If you are experiencing any of these 4 stages right now, do yourself a huge favor and hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss our crucial updates on nerve health. More importantly, don't try to navigate this terrifying timeline completely alone. Check out the link in the description right now for a free discovery call with me to get one-on-one help tailored specifically to your neuropathy. Taking serious action today is the only guaranteed way to ensure you are the one playing with your grandkids on the floor 10 years from now, instead of watching from a wheelchair. Your nerves are practically begging for help, sending you little buzzing messages and electrical shocks every single day. Listen to them, book that call, and take your life back before stage 4 makes the permanent decision for you. Because the only thing worse than the daily pain of neuropathy is waking up one day and realizing you can't feel anything at all. The clock is ticking.